everyone, welcome to ConExpo 2020. I'm Diana Henry, here with Drew Carruthers from CM Lab Simulations. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
All right, simulators, hot topic. Tell me about the role this plays in the skills gap that we're seeing.
So what simulators do is they're a very objective tool, and what they allow is for operators to be compared in a very apples to apples way. Simulators nowadays have a very high degree of realism that represents their experiences on the real equipment. So if you're able to assess them in a very even way that even the end user can set the scoring criteria, you can understand the skills and the skills gap that need to be focused on to bring everyone up to a higher level of standards.
And consistent.
And consistency, yes, across the board, yes.
So how is this going to help find our next generation of workers?
Well, we actually need the next generation to come in and be interested. And our industry is great. It takes very good care of people, and we need to have that conversation with them. So sometimes equipment is very noisy and loud and daunting, but what we do with simulation, it's a quiet room, it's a safe environment, and we can attract people who aren't necessarily endeared towards construction or haven't even thought about it, and say, come take care of us. You know, the unions take very, very good care of you. You start with a very, very good pay, and you're actually very good. So allowing that to have that conversation with them while watching them operate and recognizing that raw talent that they have, we bring smart people into our industry because we are transitioning from operators into systems monitors, and the role of the operators is becoming more and more important, and we need those brains into our industry.
Overcoming some barriers that people might have.
Absolutely, and the fears that they think that they impose on themselves, but they're actually excellent operators and just need to be given that opportunity. Yes.
That's great. So risk mitigation, obviously, but what about the financial benefit for a company if they're looking to bring simulators into their world?
Yeah, so more and more, in the same way that cell phones started off as a risk mitigation, that you don't want to be caught with your car breaking down, so that you worry about an accident. What simulators do now is they work more about productivity. So you can do the job, but you can also do it more efficiently. So when we work with industry, we're getting the operators who are becoming more efficient. They're scooping more and reducing their cycle times. And that translates into big savings out on the industry when they're working on larger sites. When you're working with schools, they have a higher instructor to student ratio. They have the ability to have people get more experience on the equipment, which reduces their insurance, reduces their maintenance, reduces their fuel costs, and gets them on the equipment more. So it returns the investment very, very quickly, and also increases the amount of experience that these guys have on the simulators, or girls.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Does it vary depending on if I'm a small company, would this work for me versus a large company?
Absolutely. There's no gap anymore. I mean, there's simulator solutions that even exist on your phone if that's what you need. So depending on what your end objectives are, there are simulation solutions that will plug into budgets, constraints, sizes, and end objectives, whether you're looking to people to take them to a control familiarization or to efficiency training or even beyond that.
So oftentimes on a job site, there's more than one piece of equipment out there, right? Yeah. Talk about how this can make the process out there as a collaboration a much better way to work.
Well, to get the younger operators to understand that they're not working in isolation, that they're working in collaboration with a signalerman, or they're working in collaboration with another operator on site, and that they're being aware of their environment. So what simulation can do is help give them that experience and put multiple people into one site and allow them to experience the idea of teamwork. If you're a crane operator, to be really depending on the consigns of the signaler. If you're in earthworks, to be working with that other operator in a team environment.
It's fascinating.
Yeah, it's really fun.
It takes us to that next level, that next generation, and keeps our brains thinking in a whole different way.
But we need to. I mean, this is an exploration of technology here, and what we need to do is we need to attract those people. We have a great industry, and we need to show people that we are forward-looking, and we do warrant their attention to come in and to help us take it to the next level.
Thanks for sharing all that great information with us.
I appreciate you having me.
Have a great rest of the show.
Thank you. Thank you.